start off with, like, I thought I would talk about like a couple of different apps and things that I use that I've come across. So if you see here, this is a continuous glucose monitor that monitors my blood levels at all time. Maybe some of you are familiar with this already. This is called the Freestyle Libre 2, and I've known about this for quite a while, but I never used it because there are a lot of complaints about the app. Whereas now, I'm going to introduce you to a second tool as well called Ultrahuman. And they're a startup based out of Dubai. Relatively, it appears they're well funded. They've got a very nice website, very nice app. They charge a lot more money. I can't remember the exact pricing. I think it's about $250 per month to use their continuous glucose monitor. But the thing that I realized is that they actually just use this exact one, but rebranded, and they put their logo on top of it. And you can buy these for $20. So I just ordered it from a pharmacy here. You connect it to the app, you literally hold it here. So I have continuous, and this is like really interesting if it will show. I have like continuous tracking of my glucose levels, the spikes, while it's sleeping. And I can literally just tap here, scan the NFC tag. There we go, scan complete. So my glucose is currently here. I'm in the top 40%. Yeah, so you had a glucose crash. I just find this information so interesting. And one of the things that the thing about like kind of diet and fitness is the indicators of success are lagging. For example, like with food, I can eat a load of sugary food and I will immediately feel very good as long as I don't overdo it. I've got dopamine going off in my brain and I'm feeling very good, but actually it's really quite bad for me. And it takes like a longer period of time for that to kind of catch up. They're lagging metrics, right? It will even take like a couple of months. And the same applies for like fitness and working out. Just because I go to the gym and train really hard, I'm not going to notice a difference. Even if I do that every day for like a month, I will start to see some type of improvements. But they're really kind of like lagging indicators. So the thing that I like about this is it's in kind of real time. So I know, like for example, just downstairs, I had I had like a granola bowl with fruit and honey, which is like high in sugar, and of course, like my glucose is completely spiked up and it is crashing back down. And so right now I'm back down at about normal levels. And this is like happening in real time, and I guess it's more of like a motivation thing, but also just to understand what is actually going on in your body. I really find this stuff to be just so intriguing. And because of these kind of tools that are coming out now, such as this tool, which like I'm a really, really big fan of, I would also pay directly for their own things. Personally, I don't care about the money. The only reason I came up with this solution of using this other one with their app is because Ultrahuman only ship in Dubai. But to go into this a little bit more, it syncs with Apple Health, so I can plug in all of my activity. If I start a workout, it will be synced over to the app. I can also log all of my food. So the thing that I use there is MyFitnessPal, where you can log in like, okay, I had an espresso, I had this granola for breakfast, and it tells you what has spiked. And what this app actually does is it learns the specific foods that you've eaten, the specific ingredients in those meals, to understand what is agreeing with your body, and it gives recommendations on the types of foods that you should be eating. And again, this is completely personalized to you. So I think we're starting to see really starting to see an interesting shift in kind of how technology can be used for your personal health. Maybe some of you are also familiar with Aura Ring, which is a little ring that you wear, sleep tracking ring. They also plug into Aura's application, and it will pull data from there to tell you how your sleep is impacting your glucose levels and your like metabolic rate. So this, as much as they have two tools and they're also releasing their own ring, this is kind of like a centralized app that connects with all of the different tools that you have. If you have an Apple Watch and Aura Ring, using a glucose monitor, and it will pull it all together and it will show you the events and how that is kind of impacting your how that's impacting your health, which I think is I think is great. Like I really love things like this because again, it's just immediate feedback. and I immediately, like, I can see I've gone up here in the red after I've had like granola with honey, so I've taken in like too much sugar, and now I've crashed back down. So yeah, I only discovered this like the other day, but so that's also part of the motivation behind making this video. But again, it plugs into like all of the other stuff that you're using as well to pull in all of that data together, and really give you an idea of how your body is like reacting to things, how a workout impacts your glucose levels. And so I'm also in the process of ordering like an Aura ring to handle like the sleep tracking, and all of that other stuff as well. I used to have an Apple Watch, but personally I prefer to wear a nice watch, to be completely honest. And then also put on, just have like an Aura ring. Is a much less like intrusive device.